Oh man, on X, Elon Musk's brother just posted this incredible takedown on Donald Trump and Trump's tariff policy. And as a reporter said, this is 100% being done with Elon Musk's direction. And Axios is reporting that Donald Trump is not sitting well with Republicans. They are very upset about this tariff stuff. They say Republicans admit President Trump's tariffs are spiking their blood pressure. Their Wall Street donors are feeling it too, with some giving top GOP lawmakers an earful this weekend. So the richest people in the world, or in the country, are now in the ears of the Republicans saying, what the hell are you going to do about Donald Trump? So let's follow that and why this matters, because Trump is making it clear he won't tolerate any limits on his ability to impose tariffs. And he rattled GOP donors who wanted lawmakers to help convince the president that tariffs are crushing the economy. Well, this is what happens when you elect a mad king, because everyone who voted for Kamala Harris knew what the deal was. She said we would be in a recession by the middle of the year next year, which she said in November, when we're here now. And that is exactly what JP Morgan is now predicting, that we're going to head towards a recession if Donald Trump keeps up his tariffs. Real quick, if you're liking this video, please hit like on the video. And if you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. It really does help boost this video further into the algorithm. I sometimes have asked, have not asked, and whenever I ask, I'm going to tell you, it makes a big difference. So liking the video is like one way you can help get this pro-democracy message out to more people. Thank you so much. On this meme that basically shows how everything is chaotic because of the market, it says this is basically every day now. And Elon Musk just goes, yeah. And then a prominent poster on X goes, Elon is going to end up a massive lib by the end of this. And I don't know, we've seen crazier things happen. And there's so many great memes. I remember when the S&P 500 was at 6,000. Sure, Grandma, let's get you to the assembly line at the shoe factory because they want to bring back all these terrible manufacturing jobs to the U.S. And S.C. Cupp, who is a Republican commentator, said, don't trust anybody who told you less than 6 months ago that Harris would tank the economy and destroy America, and you had to vote for Trump if you want to afford groceries, cars, homes again. And now says losing money doesn't matter. Who cares about your life savings and retirement accounts? They couldn't care less if prices go up, and taxing you is patriotic. It's a joke. Abso-effing-lutely. The Toronto Star goes, the Trump launches golden age of stupid. And Peter Navarro was pointing out S.C. Cupp's really great post where he was just being like, don't freak out, don't freak out. And a right-wing group backed by the Koch brothers and Leo has sued to stop Trump's tariffs. Yeah, Charlie Kirk, literally, who is saying that if Kamala Harris wins, it's the end of America, is now saying the sky is not falling, keep your wits, stay steady. Reagan reformed the American economy in the 80s. There was a market dip and it gave rise to the 80s bull run. Building a foundation for sustained, healthy, low inflation growth will take some doing, but we have a historic opportunity. We must seize it. Stay the course. Okay, stay the course. If you want to retire, just stay the course. And the other person who is obviously criticizing Donald Trump, and that's who this video is about, is Kimbal Musk, who says, who would have thought, and then I have a reporter's commentary on this, who would have thought that Trump was actually the most high-tax American president in generations? Through his tariff strategy, Trump has implemented a structural, permanent tax on the American consumer. Even if he is successful in bringing jobs on shore through tariff tax, prices will remain high and the tax on consumption will remain the form of higher prices because we are simply not as good at making all things. Such a good point. A tax on consumption also means less consumption, which means less jobs, which in turn leads to less consumption and then even less jobs. That's literally what a depression is. He's describing a depression. America has incredible strengths. We should play to those strengths and not be forced to play to our weaknesses. Same with the rest of the world. So this is an incredible post. And as Yashar Ali said here, Kimbal Musk, who never donated to Trump's campaign, has donated money to elected officials, including Clinton, Biden, Booker, McCain, and Kinzinger. So he's not a Republican, but he's also Elon Musk's brother and a Tesla board member. And Yashar goes on to say, just to note, there is no way in hell that Kimbal would have tweeted this without running it by Elon. Forget about being siblings. As a Tesla board member, it's simply not something he would do without checking first. And as we know, Elon is against these tariffs due to Tesla. So we're going to follow this because this is just the beginning. These tariffs, have they even been around for a week? Tomorrow it'll be a week. And we have to just remind ourselves that Donald Trump doesn't know what the hell he's doing. These are very stupid people making very important decisions, but they are stupid people, and they're about to hurt a lot of people, but they're also about to hurt their voters. And so we have to watch this because, as the Axios story said, Republicans understand how bad this is politically, and their voters are going to feel the pain. And billionaires and multimillionaires are too. So this is a lose-lose situation for Trump, and the pressure is only going to ramp up. The difference is that Trump is truly insane now. And so he just doesn't care. He doesn't care. He thinks what he's doing is right, and he's a narcissist. And so if he thinks what he's doing is right, he doesn't really have feelings. He doesn't feel shame. He doesn't feel like worry. And so he's just going to keep this. This is the world we're in right now. This is it. Unless Republicans and the Senate, they can get together tomorrow and just stop these tariffs. They could do it tomorrow. They could pass a law, but they're not going to. Speaking of laws, I just want to end with this. The Republicans are very mad at Amy Coney Barrett because tonight the U.S. Supreme Court vacated Judge Boasberg's block on Trump using the Alien Enemies Act to deport criminal aliens, which is insane. The decision was 5-4, and she sided with the liberals, and that has made the right very upset. ACB might be Trump's biggest mistake. Someone else also said, Ann Coulter was super racist, actually. And she goes, let's be crystal clear, Amy Coney Barrett is a white liberal woman. Okay. And then Ann Coulter said, who could have seen that coming, because she adopted 2 kids from Haiti. So that is what the right is like right now. And thankfully we can just sit back and say, hey, we voted for Kamala Harris. Not our fault. Enjoy the drama. Not our fault.